Hello all, Seriously's here, back for some more of This Old Save. And let's start off right with it. We're at a crashed freighter, and the reason we're at a crashed freighter is because apparently this is the only way to get salvaged frigate modules anymore. Yeah, let's talk about the elephant in the room. Nobody's really talking about this yet, but oh, my mouse is buggy again. Great. That'll help my mood. Yeah, I'm a little bit upset about this. I'm not having a great time. Where did they go? Where did my Salvaged Frigate Modules go? There they are, right there. I have 3. Let's fly up to the freighter, and we'll talk about it on the way. We need to see how many of these we need. We're not going to do this today. We're definitely not doing this on video. In fact, I'm probably never doing this again. No matter what save I start, I'm probably just going to delete saves that get to the point where they need their freighters upgraded, right? I'm just not going to play them. It's not fun anymore. Where's my freighter? It says it's over there. I don't see the symbol for it. Oh, is it down below? You know what? We're just going to call it in here. It's probably right. Oh, there it is, behind the space station. Okay, let's call it in here. We have to go up to the bridge. Wow, the lighting here makes it look red. It's blue. It's blue. So there's always been lots of ways to get salvaged frigate modules. You could get them from frigate missions. You get a fairly good rate of return from frigate missions. I'd say if you're sending 5 frigate missions a day, there's a good chance you're going to end up with getting 2 salvaged frigate modules, maybe 3. That's about the rate of return, almost 50%. Right, depending on what missions you're sending them on, of course, and what missions come up and how long those missions are, that sort of stuff. But I did a lot of frigate missions back in the day, and I was getting quite a few of them per day. The issue with that is it's 2 or 3 per day, like a 24-hour real life period. That's too slow. I've already bought most of the things we need here, and I still need, come on, why is it not going through? I still need 12 for this one, 25 modules, and I have 3. I need 20 of these things. So 2 or 3 per day, way too slow. And we've already spent like 40. We've already spent like 40 of these things unlocking all of these and this. I think it was 40, something like that. It doesn't tell you how many they cost now that I've spent them, and I don't want to start a new save to find out. Oh, hey, wait a minute. Did I just see through to space? What's going on with this floor here? Anyway, doesn't matter. So I need 22 more of these things total. And yeah, that's going to take quite a while if we try to do frigate missions for them, especially since I only have 3 frigates. Hey, they're back. While we're here, may as well grab them. So, the other way is, again, you've always been able, well, not always, but you've been able to get them at crashed freighters, right? Ever since derelict freighters have been come out, you've been able to randomly get them in the loot of derelict freighters. That's another way you can get salvaged frigate modules. And, of course, piracy. And I thought, since this is the Outlaws update, they would never do anything to discourage piracy, right? They would want to encourage it in some sort of fashion. Maybe that you don't want to be, evil, but you would like there's got to be a motivation for piracy, right? Well, not anymore. Not anymore. There used to be a single motivation for piracy, and it was salvaged frigate modules. And now, when you go out, you can look at my own freighter here. Look, enormous metal cog, that's garbage. Ion capacitor, garbage. Unrefined pyrite grease, garbage. Oh, hey, look, frigate fuel that I can make from stuff I buy at space stations, garbage. Comet droplets, garbage. Most of the stuff was always, look, uranium. There's the first item we have found that is valuable in any way whatsoever. You used to be able to find gold and platinum in these things all the time. Chromatic metal, all of the old things are super duper rare now, and salvaged frigate modules are almost off the list. I have heard that they do exist on these things, but I spent 45 minutes pulse driving back and forth through a single star system, a high economy star system. I was getting 2 separate freighter fleets every ending of a pulse drive, and I did that for 45 minutes, and I examined every module of every freighter, and there were none. Not a single one. I don't know how many. I didn't count the modules. I didn't even count how many freighter fleets or pulse drives I did. I think it was something like 8 or maybe 10 freighter fleets I examined in just under an hour, and I found none. And I went to the internet to look it up, and yeah, they've added a whole bunch of garbage, actual garbage items to the pool of freighter modules that you can blow up. And I even looked at some of the other freighters, like the ones that you lose reputation for. Yeah, they're also rare in those. And I'm not going to risk my reputation on super duper rare stuff when most of them are garbage. Like actual garbage. There's no reason to loot any of that. They're worth like, what are comet droplets worth? Like 20,000 units or something like that? I don't keep Gek relics, you know? I'm not making money off of comet droplets. So, in fact, my settlement makes comet droplets. I don't want comet droplets from anyway. I'm upset if you can't tell. Apparently, I think Zane is organizing something around crash traders. He's going to try to get like a chain going on where people report crash traders that can have salvaged frigate modules in their loot pool, because not every crash has the same loot pool. They're all unique loot pools. And then you'll be able to, you know, visit, and crash traders eventually recycle, they refill their cargoes. I think it's like a real-life day period, so again, way too slow. Unless there's a chain of like 60 of these crash traders that he has coordinates for, and even then, visiting 60 separate crashed freighters to get 60 modules would take hours of time, when you used to be able to farm those things. You know, you could get full upgrades in maybe 3 hours spent. And now we're like, this would be a week of real life time, because there's no way you're going to be able to do this in a single sitting like you used to be able to do, unfortunately. So what we're going to do today, instead of any of that, is we're going to look at all of these exotic ships that I bought. Why would you buy? Oh, and they're not all here even, so let's hop into the vector. And once you have more than 6 starships, this is how you get them. I do not want to remove our starship. We want to keep our main starship here as well. So we hop into one of these that we don't care if they disappear or not, and then we go to your hot menu, go to summon vehicles, and you switch docked ship. So we have to find the one that isn't here. That one's there. That one's there. There we go. Oh, I guess it was a different color in the menu. That's good. So we've got this guy here, and if I haven't changed any of their procedural names yet, they are all technically different ships. The voice of Unishan, I don't know. Betsudam, and this one here that looks exactly like our ship, but does not have the awesome hyperdrive or any of that kind of stuff. The Sleep of Perfection. So we've got them. Let's hop in one of them and see what we got going on. So I've upgraded some of their stuff. I've put a couple of storage augmentations into each of these things just to get us with full shields, max upgrade shields. Actually, are we missing a shield? No, it's over here. A blade of armor. That's only 7%, but that, you know, 7%. And we've put full positrons on these guys, and we haven't put full upgrades because it would have cost a lot more storage augmentations to get 3 more slots over there on each of these guys, and I'm pretty low on those. I used all of my stuff to get money and nanites and slots on my main ships, and I didn't have a lot left over to put on these. I could go do farming again and upgrade them, but I think what we're going to do instead is take them as they are. I think they're good enough. I mean, they're not perfect, but they don't have to be. These are going to be my squadron mates. Just double check each of these things to make sure that they all have their upgrades done. Yeah, some of them have less slots than others. I thought I had a lot of storage augmentations, but I was thinking about my other save. One of these ships has like a preposterous, there's the one, 25 slots. I'm like, I'll get them all at 25. Look at how nice of a square this is to be fully unlocked like that. I realized I didn't need 25 slots to get full upgrades. Here's where I figured it out. I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't waste all my storage augmentations. I got 4 ships to upgrade. So, yeah. Alright, they've all got their shields, they've all got their positrons, they've all got their photon cannons. I did, because these are going to be NPC ships, I did want them to have 2 weapon systems, and a photon cannon's a good one for them. They're great with it. Positron, I've never seen them use, so I don't know if this is going to work. I don't know if installing a positron and fully upgrading it will ever let them use the positron. We could have tried not installing a photon cannon, but I think all of these, since they're default ones, start with a photon cannon and you can't delete it, just like most ships. So I figured we would upgrade it a little bit. You know, even got the non-linear optics installed on all of these things. All right, yeah, all of these ships have their upgrades. So what we're going to do is we're going to go recruit some Korvax crew. And the way we're going to do that is hop into one of these ships and fly to a Korvax system, because I don't think we're in one. Do I have warp fuel in this thing even? I probably don't. Yeah, okay. So oh, I've got tons. Okay, good. This is really wasteful, because a warp hypercore for a starship with not a lot of upgrades is silly. But let's do this. Map. We do want a 3-star Korvax economy though, so we might have to go to places we've visited. And we don't have any kind of drives. Ah, nuts. You know what? You know what? I have a way to figure that out. Let's go to the space station. We also could have gone to the teleporter on my freighter, but I want to go to the teleporter. We're just going to look for a Korvax station in the list. And I want Korvax because I suspect that these vessels will not be able to hit the broadside of a barn because most NPC vessels, just except pirates, the ones attacking you, everyone seems to have just terrible aim, and they can't hit anything. They never do any damage to anybody except you. So we'll see how these squadron mates work. Hopefully they don't get underfoot like other NPC friendly quote-unquote ships are, always flying in the way and taking hits from your targets and then getting mad at you that you shot them. So hopefully your squadron mates can't be shot by you. I have not done any actual combat with squadron mates yet. I have tested them out during the expedition and I think on one of my other saves. I cannot remember which one though. Okay, most of these are going to say Viking because most of them are. Here's one. And it is an advanced economy. There we go. And we want to be in a normal star system, not a pirate-controlled system. You cannot recruit pilots at a pirate-controlled space station. You have to go down to a planet and land at a trade outpost or somewhere else where pilots land, and then you can recruit them. And you might be thinking, well, how are you going, what's the point of buying these ships and upgrading them if you're just going to recruit some other pilot? Well, I'm going to recruit the pilot, but first I'm going to trade them this ship. So let's just double check that this is not our Azure Orbs. Nope, this is not. That's our starship. It's the one we want to trade. So now we need to wait for a pilot to land. All right, there we go. We've got a couple guys coming in. How do you... Oh, right click. My button's broken. I can't zoom in. We have, it doesn't matter what they are. Looks like we got a couple explorers, makes sense for a Korvax system. There's a hauler. There are a couple of weird glitches about not being able to recruit pilots in the same system after a while. So I don't know how that works. I don't know if it's just the per same starship. So we're going to try recruiting from a couple of different starships. And like I said, like I was saying, I want Korvax to explain why these guys can't hit anything. Oh, hey, blue and yellow, that's okay. So I can recruit this guy, but instead we're going to make an offer on his starship. We're going to negotiate a price, and we're going to exchange, not buy. I do have one ship slot left, but we're going to exchange. I don't have anything in the ship, right? We made an autosave, right? Let's try this. And then we're going to run over here right away. And now you see he's walking around over on the ship because we just exchanged ships with him. So now, he's also changed uniforms, though, which is interesting. We're going to recruit him to our squadron. His swashbuckling is abysmal. Fortunately, we only need these guys for space combat. Also, I'm 90% sure this is all flavor text and none of this matters at all. But here we can see these are the stats that I had. I did have 384 or 385 shields on each of these guys. So that is the stats of the stuff that I have installed. That's great, and it is showing that ship. I'm going to recruit him. Boom. We're going to see what ship... Oh yeah, oh, right. This ship appears here for me. So what we're going to do, we're going to get rid of that guy's terrible ship, which I assume is B-class? C-class, okay. Oh, the pilot that we recruited was a B-class pilot. I don't know if that's upgradable or not. Let's find out. Let's find out. After we get rid of this, we do not want this. It's just awful. Maybe we'll get a storage augmentation, though. Alright. There's our ship back. Let's see what we got. Oh, no, that's Salvaged Frigate Modules. Oh, I didn't... it doesn't look like we got one. I think I still had 2 left over. Okay. Alright. Alright. Let's see. Which one is that? That's our Azure Orbs. We got to go back to the freighter and call in a different ship. We got to do this 3 more times. But this is also going to free up my ship slots so that I won't have 8 starships anymore, which is great for me. Okay, let's pulse it a little bit so our freighter isn't pulling all of these ships away from the landing. Why not? Oh, because of those freighters. I see. Really? Alright, well let's pulse over this way then. Thanks, freighter fleet, by the way. You're not even useful for looting anymore, so... I guess we do need to buy some frigates on this save, so that's what we can put some of our money to use at. We still do need freighter fleets. We just don't need to loot them anymore. There's not much motivation for piracy on freighter fleets anymore, unless you really like garbage and making hardly any money from it. Which is interesting for a pirate-themed update. Yeah, I'm salty. I'm a salty pirate. Deal with it. Yeah, we're playing the new permadeath save. There's going to be more videos of that this week, but fortunately I'd already decided before this happened that permadeath save wasn't sticking around. It is a semi-permadeath save. I'm just using it to get to another galaxy through the Artemis missions, and decided to do it in permadeath because it's a fun challenge to not die while finishing the Artemis missions, right? Okay, so we're going to hop out here. We have a different ship. This is not the one we just traded in. This is the good one, the S25 and 9. We can take a look at our stats while people are landing, just to double check that this is the one we get. Ooh, 392 on this bad boy. And 418, 265. I don't know if any of those numbers actually matter or not. Make sure we can recruit this guy before we trade him our ship. And he's got a different uniform from either of the two, either the green guy we got or the blue and yellow guy we saw. So let's see. We can recruit him, so let's make an offer on his starship. Negotiate price and exchange, and then run back over to ours. And he's in another uniform, so hopefully we can recruit him. Yes, we can. Recruit to Squadron. He's got S-Class. This is an S-Class pilot. He's got a bunch of green stuff over here, and I don't know if this was our exact stat, but that's pretty close, right? I thought it said 418. Stuff has definitely shifted around. Maybe this stuff does have an effect on these things. I don't know. Never breaks. Never breaks. All right. Well, you're on the list. We're gonna hire you. He flies away to join the squadron. I guess we didn't need to hop in that ship to scrap it. I'm hoping we can get this done and actually see what our squadron looks like flying around with us. Scraps, let's hurry up on this. I forgot. Yeah, we gotta get rid of a bunch of stuff from that previous one we scrapped. We didn't do that first. Purchase, sell. Those two and a bunch of garbage. See, this isn't even garbage. This isn't even garbage. Now, if freighter pods had starship AI valves in them, that would be worth piracy, right? That would be something that people would want to pirate. But right now, there's just nothing in those pods that is in any way useful. Only one that comes close is frigate fuel, and you can make that yourself with stuff you buy at a space station. It's garbage. It's just not worth stealing, unfortunately. Okay, I think I'm going to have to make some room other ways because I want to keep most of that stuff. This is useful for circuit boards. Put you back on the freighter. We don't need you. We don't need you at all. That's another thing I got from, look at Starship. Yeah, I'm just deleting this stuff. I got an unstable gel as well. Some of the stuff you get from crash freighters is useful, I have to admit, but I'm looking for a specific. I got this fun too. Ooh, that's cool. I have tons of these. I have tons. I'm deleting that. I had to buy some maps too to find these freighters. It takes time to find them, and even if we're doing Zane's method with a chain of pre-found freighters, flying to them and digging them all up, oh my god, the tediousness of that. Doing it 60 times in a row to get all of the salvaged frigate modules you need, just no thank you. No thank you. So I'm probably going to take up some cheatery stuff. I'm probably going to start learning how to dupe, unfortunately. I have the 3 modules. That's more than enough to start. I only need 25 total, right? So if my calculations are correct, if I dupe that to 6, and then I dupe 6 to 12, and then I dupe 12 to 24, that's pretty much all we need. I don't need to buy every single... That's not my freighter. Where's my freighter? Up? Nope, it was down. Where is it? Oh, it is behind those guys. Okay. Yeah, I don't need to buy all of the frigate module upgrades, right? We're going to have a lot of derelict module upgrades that are going to improve our frigate fleet anyway, so we don't really need those disposable items. We don't need to craft them, that's for sure. We're going to get tons of them just through doing Nexus missions and weekend missions and stuff. So really, I only need 20 and I have 3. So in theory, 3 dupes is all I need to do. But we're not going to do that today either. We're going to keep on with this thing. We're going to go a bit over time because I really want to see these guys get finished and not just complain about stuff today, but also, you know, get some stuff done. Some new stuff, some fun stuff, some stuff that is new and fun, not new and less fun than it used to be. Yeah, I really liked having that space piracy option, and well, I mean, we still have the option. You can still do it. You can absolutely still do it. It's just there's not an incentive to do it. There's no motivation to be a pirate. I've also heard that you can get salvaged frigate modules as a reward from missions in pirate-controlled systems, which is cool. That's another way to do it. But again, that's a very, very slow way. You get one item as a reward. What am I doing? No. I don't want to scrap this guy. I want to sell him to somebody. Yeah, so every mission you do, you go out and you can't really stack the pirate missions as well. But you can like go kill a pirate, come back, and get a module. That's only about 5 to 10 minutes of time, I suppose. But you are going to run out of pirate missions, and you're going to have to keep doing missions that don't give salvaged frigate modules as rewards, just to get them out of the way. So this looks similar to the guy we got, but I don't think our guy had red on him. So let's see. Click. There we go. Oh yeah, we can't recruit this guy. Okay. So I don't know what causes certain guys to be able to be recruited or not, and I think if we're trapped with nobody else we can recruit, we might just have to head to a new star system. Which is fine. Maybe we won't go overtime. Maybe we'll just call it here. This is like the same guy. He's got like the same patterns. Yeah, we can't recruit him either. So an explorer and a shuttle we can't recruit. This guy is in a different uniform. Can we recruit him? No, we can't. Okay. I'm going to wait for one more ship to land, and we're going to try that, and then we'll head to a different Korvax system, and we'll try there. We got 2 pilots from this system, so that's more than I thought we were going to be able to get. I had heard that you could only get 1 pilot from each system, but apparently you can get more than 1. We're just going to wait on somebody to land. Speaking of tedious things. How many ships are here with us? That was the only ship? Is there a freighter fleet blocking people from landing? Maybe we should just head to a new star system now. Should we, guys? Alright, I'm going to start walking there. Oh, that's running. You've got another couple of seconds, guys. No, I'm not seeing anyone landing. Let's go find a new Korvax system, and we'll see what we get there. I am in my... What's my ship name? Just make sure it's not the Azure Orbs that we're trading in. No, it's got the different back. Okay. Whoops. That's a random place. Space stations. There's a Korvax one in the Hilbert dimension. Sustainable. That's not a tier 3. And that's okay. It doesn't matter, except that we get less pilots landing less quickly there. Developing. Fledgling. Oh, we've gone to a lot of poor Korvax systems. Here we go. Akutan is booming. And I know Akutan. That's where Fun Derelict is. Let's go get a pilot from Akutan. Didn't realize this was a Korvax system. That's cool. So if we can get 2 pilots from here, we'll be done. We only have 4 squadron mates maximum, which is fine. That's better than we had before, which was 0. Actually, before we had, what do you call, defense chits. You could call in NPCs to, quote-unquote, help you, and they would absolutely get in the way, and you would shoot them, and they'd get mad at you. There was really no point to ever calling them in for any reason. But we had them. So I really would like, I don't really want to get into combat, but I would like to see what these guys are capable of once we do. That almost looks like an exotic coming in. No, that's just an explorer. And that's a shuttle. Let's, I think, talk to the explorer first. We had luck with the explorer last time being acceptable as a recruit to our squadron. Yeah, that's a new uniform. And we can recruit them, so let's make an offer, negotiate price. And let's exchange. And then quickly hop back over to our starship. Well, the one that was ours. And recruit the different guy. Recruit lifeform to Squadron. And he's also C-class. And yeah, bad stats. But we still have our shields. It's great. We still have our damage and stuff. Okay, scrap. Get out of here. Did we sell our stuff last time? Do we have room for this? Come on, hopefully we have room for this. Fortunately, next time we don't have to do the scrap. We can just... Yeah. You know what? While these guys are here... I say that and he walks away. We'll talk to this shuttle guy. We'll sell him the stuff that we just got so we don't have to worry about it next time. Regulators, cogs, yeah, all of this junk, useful springs, piping, fiber, like all of this stuff I consider garbage too, right? 200,000 units, that's not worth anything. That's not worth nothing. But in conjunction with everything else you get from a scrap ship, that's sort of worth it, right? But when you're just looting derelicts and you fill up your inventory with garbage and you end up with 2 million units at the end of a whole run, that's not really worth it. It's not really an incentive to pirate. Alright, let's get out of here. That should be far enough. Call in the freighter. One more of these to do. One more. A couple more minutes to go. That's a very slow landing. Of course, now that we're overtime and we're in a rush, the game's like, you know what? I'm going to make this take every extra second I can because you've been bad talking to me. Alright, into our last guy to get rid of, and you can see my regular ships that I do want to keep around, like the Golden Vector and that cool ball hauler. Oh, and my amazing solar ship, which I really hope they fix because for some reason you can't upgrade their slots properly right now. I don't know what's wrong with it, but I think it's bugged. Because I can only get 7 tech slots, which seems like not correct. Like even with storage augmentations or money, it doesn't matter. Like it's grayed out. It says maximum inventory reached, and I don't know why. If that's intentional, that's a weird decision. It's absolutely going to make solar ships unflyable, right? I mean, we just recently got haulers to have an advantage of having more cargo slots than other ships, so they had their time in the sun. But if solar ships are limited to be like 48 slots only in their main inventory and 7 in their... And again, I ran over to here to scrap the ship, which we aren't doing. I just need a pilot to land. If you could let me out of here, thank you. All right, one more pilot. There we go. That's our boy right there. Probably. Maybe. It's a shuttle. Hopefully it lets us recruit him. Looks like we have a couple more prospects lining up for a landing, so hopefully we'll have somebody to recruit if this guy does not allow us to. Oh, that's a cool outfit. Blue and gray. That matches our colors. It won't be this guy though, right? Make an offer because he can be recruited. Exchange. Oh, he's purple now. That's also cool. Sudog is his name. And we're going to recruit him, regardless of his stats. There we go. We have 4 squadron mates. Now let's get our ship out and go flying. Scrap this shuttle because that's what it's good for. Alrighty then. Let's make a save, now that we've got that all done. And go for a fly. Alright, let's get away from the space station. Let's go out in open space. And go to our menu. Summon Freighter and Squadron. Summon, oh, you can't do it while pulsing? Okay. Summon Squadron. 1, 2, 3, 4. And they're gonna come and fly in front of me in a sec once they get in behind me. Where are all you guys? I only see one of you. There we go. There's 2. There's 3. Where's 4? There's 4. Come on, guys. You can all go in front of me. I want a screenshot. There we go. Where did he go? All right, so I'm going to set this up for a screenshot, and that'll be the thumbnail. And that's it for today, everyone. Sorry for all the bad mouthing, the changes. I'm just a bit frustrated. I've got a lot to farm, and I don't want to do it a slow, tedious, unfun way. I was hoping to do some fun piracy. Look at all of those modules over there we could loot, and none of them will have salvaged frigate modules. But I also had a blast setting the squadron up. I'm super happy to have 5 identical ships, almost identical ships flying around. I really wish I could change their thruster colors to match mine, but that's, you know, minor nitpicking. This has been a lot of fun. So, until next time, everyone, have a good time.